that the sun is starting to set earlier in Chicago, it is 3:56 p.m. I figured I would take this opportunity to check out the lighting on the Kia EV9. I'm Jill Ciminillo with Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and you know what? We're just gonna start with the exterior lighting. All right, in terms of lighting, one of the first things I want to show you is what the lighting sequence looks like when you lock and unlock the doors. So this is kind of cool. So you unlock the doors and you get like a little pattern that shows up in these daytime running lights, and it looks really cool. Now this is a GT line model, and so it does have this pattern here, but I will say some of the lower trim models don't have the daytime running lights that will pop into that space. And if you lock it, you just get a little flash and your side mirrors will go in. Coming around to the back, see it walk past it, so it's like, oh, you want me to unlock? No, I do not. So walking to the back, if you want to look at this sequence here, so this is the lock and this is the unlock. So the front is certainly the more exciting sequence in terms of what it will look like when you lock and unlock the vehicle. All right, so we'll just hop inside really quick because I just want to turn the vehicle on. So there you go. And then we are going to make sure that the lights are on. And then you know what? The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the blinker on. So yeah, it has blind view monitor. I like that. So turn the blinker on and we will come and look at it here. I took the key out of the vehicle, so it's squawking at me. So when the lights are on at night, I think this looks really cool. So your actual headlight is over here, but you have your daytime running light and then this really cool graphic here. This is going to be very distinctive. You are going to know this is an EV9 when it comes behind you. There is no doubt. And then you have your turn indicator, which is here. And you've got a turn indicator on the side mirror. And then coming around to the back, you know, these make me think a little bit of the Kia Telluride, but not completely. And you've got the LED light here and then your blinker here. So I do want to point out these are not amber lights. I know a lot of people have a thing about having amber for your turn indicators or on the rear lights, but this is not that. So I am sorry to disappoint you. But that we'll come to the back, we'll walk around to the side, and we'll just take one more quick look of what the lights look like. You have to say the lighting signature here is pretty cool. I definitely really like this. All right, since it wasn't full dark outside yet, I figured I would pull into my garage to take a look at the ambient lighting. And I think this is really cool, and it's pretty standard with this light blue, cool blue lighting. And one of the things that I noticed is you can't really change this color. So if you go into setup vehicle and then you go into lights, it does have a section here for ambient lighting, but it really only lets you adjust the brightness. So you can like dim it or make it brighter. And then there's really not an option here for color. And I don't know if that's because this is the pre-production or if it is something that you have to buy extra, but you can link it to your drive mode, but that is about it. So what you see is what you get in terms of the color for the ambient lighting. And let's see if we change the drive mode. So we're in, that was eco, this is normal, so it turns to a white. And if you go to sport mode, ooh, I might have to drive in sport mode just because I like this bright pink color. And then you go to my drive and it turns to kind of a purple color. And then if you go to snow mode, it goes to more of a bright white. So you can't actually change the color in the head-up display, but that's eco, that is normal, that is sport, That is my drive, and then you have snow. So you can't, like I said, you can't really change your color here. But if you link it to the drive mode, then it will change based on that. And like I said, if my only options are this, I might just drive in sport mode. But I think that looks really cool. Now, one of the other things that I want to point out, and the reason why I was talking about the idea of maybe you have to buy it, if you go back one into your lights, you can look here and it has this option for lighting patterns. And so if you remember when I unlocked the vehicle, the lights did like a little dance before they turned on. And you can select the lighting pattern for exterior lighting, and it changes, when you apply to the next vehicle startup. The one that we have is focused, and it says expresses a forward sense of speed. But if you use this QR code right here, you can buy more. So it gives you some other options in terms of what the pattern can be, like a little display when you turn the lights on. And we just right now only have one, but I think there's up to 5. I think that's what they said during the launch preview. So yeah, so you can customize your car. But in terms of lights, really in terms of ambient lighting, I mean, this is what you get. You don't have a lot of options in terms of selecting your color or whatever. But I like how this looks at night. I like the blacked out appearance of the gauges. I like the swipeability of this screen. And I will say that everything is pretty well lit. So from your steering wheel buttons to your drive modes to the things on the dash. And I will point out these aren't really buttons, but they're like touch points. We're starting to see that a lot in EV type vehicles. And so if you kind of give that area like a hard press, and then the things on the screen will pop up. And your USB charge ports here are really well lit. The floor, and you have this nice little space right here where you can store stuff. I like that it's open, so it's going to be really easy to grab stuff out of there. And really, every single control is lit up. So I would have no problems driving this at night and trying to see where things are. And I appreciate that. I know some cars figure, oh my gosh, you've got muscle memory. You'll remember it. But as somebody who's swapping in and out of cars every day, or every week, or, well, this car I only have for 24 hours. But so you're swapping in and out of cars a lot. Muscle memory is not something I have in vehicles. But all around, I think the interior ambient lighting looks pretty good. And as you can see, it transfers into the back seat a little bit, but not really the third row. So, and yeah, I've got my foot on the brake. That's why that back was lit up there. So, foot not on the brake. Yeah, still lit up. Okay, at any rate. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about before I close out this video is going to be this right here. I want to talk about what the rear camera looks like in the dark, because this is really good. This is very high def and it is very bright. So, I mean, yeah, my headlights are on, but still, this is a fairly dark space and it looks like it's in full bright sunlight. And I really like that. So I just hit the button, but obviously this is going to pop on when you put the vehicle in reverse. But if you're driving forward and you need this on, you have to hit the button. And you can do a couple of views. So you can see the front view. You're always going to have this top view, and then you can look at the back. But what I find really cool is with this, kind of bird's eye view that you get, you can, really get a good sense of what is around your vehicle and just kind of move it around. I don't know. I really love that feature because it's just going to give you a really good sense of, when something is close or not close. You can't really zoom in, but again, you can just kind of move it around and kind of pinpoint the camera to an area that you want to see. Now, obviously, our car is blue and this is picturing white, but yeah, maybe there's a way to change that. I don't know. I'll have to look at that. But I don't know. I just wanted to show the cameras in the dark because I just think that they light up really well and they look really good. So thumbs up to that. All right, that is what I have for you on the Kia EV9 lighting signatures. We do have a full first look review of this vehicle. We had the chance to check it out before pretty much anybody at the Kia Proving Grounds in California. So we talk about 5 good things, 5 bad things, do the walk around, all that stuff. So if you're at all interested in the Kia EV9, be sure to check that out. But this was just a short, simple review about the lights. That's it. That's what we got for you. So thanks for watching, and I will see you down the road.